What's going on, everyone? I am the OPJellicent, and we are back here on Pokemon Showdown today. We're going to be using the Substitute Electrium Z Magnezone set, which pairs very well with Tapu Koko, because under the Electric Terrain, this thing pretty much hits everything. The only thing that actually switches into it is like Chansey, and the Electric Terrain also helps out our Kyurem-Black a lot. Other than that, Magnezone can also trap and get rid of stuff that Kyurem-Black and Lottie, both the dragons, don't appreciate, such as Assault Vest Magearna. Other than that, we have Landorus T right here. It's just a rocker, really nice pivot. Also forms a Volt Turn core with our Tapu Koko, and then Magnezone can also help out our Mega Pinsir and get rid of the biggest Mega Pinsir counter in the tier, which is Celesteela. So that is going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me. As usual, if you do have set suggestions, be sure to go ahead and leave those down below too, and I'll be right back with our first match. Alright, we got our first match right here, and if you can get Magnezone behind a substitute, he's not going to appreciate this at all. Unfortunately, he does have sticky webs. We do have two really nice defoggers in our Latios and our Tapu Koko though. I would love to somehow prevent the hazards. I'm going to lead off with Tapu Koko and see what we can do. If he Quiver Dance is up right here, I'm pretty sure he can knock me out with Moonblast, but other than that, I don't think he's going to be doing a lot. So I'm actually going to Volt Switch out, and then I'm actually going to go out here into my Mega Pinsir just because we can get it in before the sticky webs go up and just go ahead and throw off a... I'm just going to Quick Attack because I don't want him to Moonblast me or HP Fire or do anything else. So we get rid of Urbombi, and this is great because whenever we get the defog off, he can't get webs back up. So out comes Landorus. This is kind of scary because it could be a setup Lando. I'm going to go here into my own Lando. We do pack the HP Ice. I'm not going to bother getting up rocks just because, well, now I kind of want to, just to force a defog on his part. What does he have to defog? Superior? And I guess what is in front of me right now. But I'm going to go ahead and U-turn out right now. He does just go right into the Gyarados, so this is perfectly fine. He wanted to try to sweep me right away, and no way I was going to let that happen. I can bring in my Kyurem-Black right here. I know we take any hit, and we have the Electric Terrain up to get this Fusion Bolt boost, so this is kind of what I was hoping to get. This is kind of the situation that I was hoping for. I'm going to go right here for the Fusion Bolt. He might expect it and go out into Landorus T, but that's alright. We'll follow it up with an Ice Beam. I don't think Landorus T can knock me out with anything unless it has like Stone Edge or some sort of Z move, but I'm kind of hoping he stays in right here because this is kind of the biggest threat to my team. If he switches, he has to go Landorus. So another important thing to keep in mind is we actually do deal with the Mimikyu because of our Teravolt ability, so that's really nice. I can just fire off an Ice Beam right here if I want to. I think that's what I'm going to do. He might switch out, but he actually opts to stay in. Is this Focus Sash? It's not Focus Sash. I guess he really expected me to switch out, but I was like already affected by the sticky webs. I don't think Kyurem-Black was going to have another opportunity. He goes out into the Mimikyu right now. I'll just Fusion Bolt because I can't allow him to Swords Dance. He just knocks me out, which is perfectly fine. This allows me to bring in my Magnezone, which is what I wanted the entire time. He might Swords Dance right here, but I'll go ahead and just click Flash Cannon, I think. Thunderbolt's probably my better play. So, but he could go Superior. Yeah, I nearly cancelled and changed it, but it's fine. Maybe we can get a Para. No Para, unfortunately. We see Leftovers. I'm assuming he might try to Leech Seed me. I can either switch out into like Lando right here, or I can just throw off a... So this has a chance to lower Spit F, and they're the exact same power, so I'm just going to go right here for the Flash Cannon. He does go for the Leech Seed. This should still do a good amount. That's max attack modest. And unless he has some weird coverage, such as HP Ground, we should be good to go right now. I'm going to Fusion Bolt. He might go Gyarados, but he's just going to click Substitute, so that's perfectly fine. He can't stall me out, which is the important thing. Well, actually, between Leftovers, he might be able to. I can try to get up a Substitute of my own. It's not going to be very helpful. I'm going to go right here for the Flash Cannon again. And then we'll follow it up with a T-Bolt next turn. Because I think T-Bolt should knock him out based on the damage earlier. Yeah, it will. If he has Protect, this is going to be kind of annoying. He just goes for Leaf Storm, which is perfectly fine. And we're able to knock him out right there. So he only has 3 Pokemon left, and he can't set up with anything in front of this, which is, I think, more important right now. So out comes the Gyarados. I'm assuming this is just going to knock me out. I'll fire off my Gigavolt. I don't really need to fire off my Gigavolt Havoc, but I cancelled and I didn't do it anyway. He tries to Dragon Net. This should knock you out. This is definitely knock you out. I don't know why he did that. And he just goes down. Maybe he expected me. He saw that I wasn't locked in, so I'm not really sure. There's nothing to cancel. I definitely clicked cancel before the move went off, but it's fine. I don't think it would have been very important because we're going to click Flash Cannon against these last 2 mons anyway. So out comes Mimikyu. I just click Flash Cannon right here. If he tries to Swords Dance up, it's not a big deal because we have Aerialate boosted Quick Attack and our Landorus T in the back. The only thing is Tapu Lele is looking a bit scary, I'm not going to lie. So he's just going to knock me out right here, probably with Shadow Sneak or something. I'm going to go Landorus T actually. No, there's no point because that was probably a bad play because there was... Goes for Shadow Claw, that's fine, as long as he doesn't crit me, because I could have used the health for my, for the Tapu Lele, but it's fine, I'll just go right here for the... I'll just go for the Earthquake, because I think we should be able to deal with Tapu Lele with the mons that we have in the back. So that mon goes right down. I'm curious to see what kind of Tapu Lele set he is. If he's Specs, it's probably more of a problem. I'm just going to try to Earthquake. I want to see what exactly he wants to lock himself into. He goes for Moonblast. So the thing is, I think a lot of the mons that I have alive can still take this thing on. I'm going to go here into... this is tricky. I'm going to go here into my Tapu Koko, I think, and then Defog for my Pinsir. Yeah, that's looking like the play. I need to live one hit, and if he's not locked in, like if he's Specs right here, he probably knocks me out, maybe. I'm not sure. But I need to live this. If we were Scarf, this would be a lot better right now. He goes for Moonblast, so does Specs, and I think that's very good information. The thing is, I need to try to get a Defog off, but I don't think I'm going to have that opportunity. I'll go here into my Latios on the off chance he's not actually... Well, we saw he knocked me out, so he has to be Choice Specs, so I can Defog right here and then bring in Mega Pinsir. So we do get our Defog off, and I think now we should be able to knock him out with Mega Pinsir. Especially since I think he's locked into Moonblast, he shouldn't be able to knock me out anyway. So I'll just go right here for a return. And that just straight up knocked him out. So we pick up a win for the first one. It ended up getting pretty scary there at the end, but thankfully I managed to... It could have been a 3-0 if I just went Latios first, but it's fine. I needed to scout the set right there. I'm glad we picked up the win, and I'll be right back with another match. Alright, so this next guy right here probably has one of the biggest threats to our team, which is Volcarona. I think he's actually just Sash Lead Drill plus like a ton of setup, which is really scary. Well, I don't know what Koko would do to setup, but I want to try to catch the Sash Excadrill lead. I don't really know what we do that with. I can lead off with my Landorus T. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to let it get toxic, which is kind of what I was trying to avoid. What I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to Earthquake first, just because he's going to Rapid Spin, and the moment he touches me, I can just get my rocks up. And if I bring him down to Sash, and then I get up rocks, if he tries to Rapid Spin, he won't get rid of the rocks, because he'll die to Rocky Helmet damage. And he won't know I'm Rocky Helmet either, because he won't damage me. Well, actually, if he Toxics me, he'll know, but because I won't get Leftovers recovery, but... We'll see what he wants to do right here. He might just switch out too into like Gyarados. I could definitely see that, or even Cortana, but HP Fire Landorus T has actually been kind of a thing recently. I don't know if he would want to risk that. So his options right here are Stealth Rock or Toxic, I believe, unless he has some weird... He could Swords Dance and then try to like Steel EMZ me, to break me, but I don't think that would be a very good decision for him. If he doesn't make a move here soon, I'll cut. But I think his only options are Rocks and Toxic. Yeah, he's taking a while to decide, so I'll be right back. Alright, so he opted to go for the Stealth Rock, which is what I expected. I think he has to Toxic me right here, or go hard Gyarados. I'm going to Stealth Rock up, just because if he tries to Rapid Spin them away, he won't be able to... he can't Rapid Spin them away because of Rocky Helmet. And he saw right there that I didn't have Leftovers, so I'm actually going to U-turn out right now in case he wants to switch out. And preserve this thing as Death Fodder, because I can't allow Volcarona to come back in, or more importantly, or to come in, or Gyarados. Gyarados is a huge threat. These rocks are definitely going to be annoying. We're actually faster. I saw that the earlier turn, but what I'm going to do here is... So we both have rocks up. I think I have to get rid of them, though, eventually for my Mega Pinsir sweep. Because Mega Pinsir is the one way I threaten Volcarona, but he'll be in quick attack range anyway, I guess. So what do I want to do right here? I can go Kyurem-Black. I think Tapu Koko is a much better option. I can scout what type of Cortana he is. If he goes out into that, I'm assuming he's just going to be Scarf. We're going to make the Tapu Koko decision right here, just because... We can Volt Switch out on like Latios. I'll probably Latias. Why is he running Latias, I guess? Because for healing Wish support, because Volcarona and Gyarados are kind of set up mons. He does go Latias. I'm assuming this is just a Scarf healing Wish set. I can Defog right here, but I really don't want to get rid of rocks for him. I'm going to Volt Switch. If he Psyshocks and gets some damage off, it's not that big of a deal. And because I don't need health on Koko, I just need it to be alive. And this allows me to bring in my Latios because I know he's locked into Psyshock. And I can just go ahead and throw off a Psyshock of my own, because I think you have to switch out here into either... He goes Tapu Koko, so yeah, there's no way I was clicking the Dragon type move right there. That's Soldu Psyshock, and it does quite a bit, which is cool. I'm gonna think sack off Koko now. I don't think that's the correct decision. He's probably set up Cortana, or maybe like Timid Cortana, just because he was Scarf Lati. If I were him, I click Dazzling Gleam right here. I'm gonna go Landorus T, because we can take the hits unless he Specs. And we'll still be good for the Cortana. So he goes for Hidden Power Ice, which is perfectly fine. There's no point in switching out now, just because we're in range of rocks and I don't plan to get rid of them. So he knocks me out. This allows me to bring in my Magnezone safely though, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And I'll just go ahead and click Substitute right here. Hopefully he doesn't break my Substitute with anything. I would have loved to have the Electric Terrain up, but at the same time, I think Electric Terrain might have allowed him to break my Substitute, which would be scary. It's going to come down to his coverage right here. He goes for T-Bolt. It appears that is going to break my substitute, so unless he gets a lower roll right here, which would be really helpful, I'm going to go ahead and T-Bolt to knock him out. He T-Bolts, it does break my sub again, unfortunately. Well, does over 25 again. So I'm going to go ahead and knock him out, but now he gets the free switch initiative into probably Cortana, yeah. And we don't have our, what's the mon called, Pincer in the back to keep this healthy. I'm going to go ahead and Hidden Power Fire, just in case he wants to try to Swords Dance and sweep through me. He just goes for knockoff. I'm assuming he's actually Scarf then. Yeah, that should be Scarf, knockoff. I'm going to go here into my Kyurem-Black, because if he is locked into knockoff, it's the only thing that can actually deal with him. If he's not, we might be in some trouble. But I'm going to go ahead in here and throw off a Life Orb Ice Beam. I think you have to switch out. He actually just knocked me out. That has to be Adamant Scarf then. Do I have another play right now? I can go Pincer and hope I live. That's really all I can do. I need him to go down to Return plus Quick Attack. And I need to live this hit too. This is plus 2 Cortana. I doubt we live it. Yeah, unfortunately, I should have just gone Pincer first, but if he was, I needed to scout for the Z move. That was the most important thing. It was kind of a 50-50 right there, but that's alright. I'll go ahead and drop a GG in chat and then forfeit. So that's alright. We'll take the loss right there, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, so that play with the Lando in the last match was definitely what made the difference. I'm going to try to play a little bit more smart this time. We do have Hidden Power Fire on our Kyurem right here, so we might be able to catch the Ferrothorn if he just doesn't opt to switch it out when he brings it in. So what I'm actually going to do here is try to get up a rocks and hope he doesn't lead. Gren. I do need this healthy for Salamence though. He leads off with Tapu Koko. I can't stay in, unfortunately. Just because I need this thing healthy for my, for the Mence. So I'm going to go here into my Magnezone. I'm assuming he'll HP Ice. Yeah, there's the HP. And let's see, he might U-turn or Volt Switch out. I'm going to substitute. There's a Volt Switch. That's definitely Magnet, I think, because that did more than the Thunderbolt did last time. Out comes the Landers. He will scout the set right here. And I can just go ahead and click Flash Cannon. He is faster than me, but this should do a good amount because he is offensive, yeah. Well, he could just have some speed investment. How fast is my Lando? 222. Yeah, so he could just be defensive Lando too. I'm going to go here. I really don't want to go out into my... Okay, so once again I cancel, but it doesn't work. I didn't want to make this play, but he actually opts to U-turn. I was afraid of HP Ice, but... because I need this thing healthy for the Mence, obviously. But now he'll bring in Gran, I think. Which we kind of struggle with, I'm not going to lie. I need to try to keep rocks off the field and keep Kyurem healthy, because Gren is a threat. He goes Gren. I'm hoping it's actually Protean. That would be really helpful right here. But I pretty much have to choose a sack, and I think that sack's going to be my Landers. I'll try to get up rocks in the off chance he wants to not click the water type move or Ice Beam. You just click the water type move here. If he Dark Pulses, he tries to predict me, and he is Protean. So we do get our rocks up, and he definitely made the misplay right there. And he takes Rocky Helmet damage, so I'm glad I made the play that I did, and now he's going to click Ice Beam for sure, so I'm just going to go here. I'll just Earthquake, because he actually goes back to his own Landers. So he wants his rocks up too. I'll HP Ice right here. He goes for the Hidden Power, so I'm willing to trade all the health for the rocks and getting rid of Lando, because I said I need to keep this healthy for Mence, but now we have a rocks to pressure the Mence, which is great. He goes right here into his Tapu Koko. I'll just Earthquake in case he wants to over-predict and give me the kill. He doesn't, so that's alright. Now I can go here into my... I need some damage on this for my Mega Pincer, because that's how I think I'm going to go for game. So what I'm going to do here is go into my Tapu Koko, and hope he actually stays in and risks the speed tie right here. That would be ideal. And I'm just going to T-Bolt. I think he might be Scarf Gran, so he just gives me all the damage on Tapu Koko, which is great. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, why are you doing this? And I'll just Volt Switch out now. Out comes Ferrothorn. That's fine. I actually trap you now with Modest Magnezone. And you know what? I actually don't think you can... Am I willing to let him get rocks up, though? I don't think so. I can get a sub up, but it's not going to be worth it. Because we don't have enough terrain turns anyway. It might be. I don't know. This is a tough one, but I think Tran comes out after anyway. And if he gets up rocks, that's gonna put me in a pretty tough position. I'm gonna click substitute anyway. The thing is, I don't even know if HPS knocks him out, but this substitute is guaranteed. As I said, he was gonna get up rocks right there, but I don't even think Hidden Power Fire would have knocked him out. So now we get to click Hidden Power Fire right here, and I do quite a bit. We'll see if he has anything to break my sub. He does not, and he is trapped in right here. So I can just knock him out with the next Hidden Power, and we should be good to go. So we get the sub up, and thankfully I actually got the sub up instead of going for the Hidden Power Fire away. Well, I guess I could have subbed up the next turn anyway. Out comes his Tapu Koko right here. I'm assuming this is just going to Volt Switch to break. I'll Gigavolt Havoc right here. And I'm assuming he'll Volt Switch out into Tran, which will go down. He just gave me the Electric Terrain back too, which is funny. Because now he can't set up with Mence in front of this. And after Rocks plus an attack, it should be in range of Quick Attack anyway. He goes for the T-Bolt, and we knock him out with our Z move right here. This should knock him out. This is Electric Terrain Modest. Yeah, that goes down. And that's fine. I still think it's Scarf Grand based on how he switched out on Lottie. I mean, it was on Lottie, it was on Lando. What was he expecting? Ice Magnezone. Maybe he doesn't have water type coverage and that's why he made that play. But I'm curious to see what he brings out now. Mence, that's fine. You have to knock me out. He does just knock me out, which is fine. Is this Scarf Moxie? No, it's probably just Dragon Dance Moxie. I'm going to go here into my Pinsir and I think just try to go for game. Because I can take on the Greninja anyway. So I'm going to go here into my Mega Pinsir and just Mega Evolve and click Return. Return should put Tran in range of Earthquake, even if it's max HP. If it's on Air Balloon, then it'll break that too, so that's fine. How much health is Greninja at? Still at 84 because of the Rocky Helmet damage. We might knock it out with Quick Attack. I'll go ahead and calc that now just because he's taking a while to make his move. But let's see, OU, let's just say he's all-out attacker against our Mega Pinsir. OU Wall Breaker. Quick Attack is not doing enough from the range he's going to be at. He switches out into Tran, so he decides to make the sack right now. That's perfectly fine. I go for a return right here. It does quite a bit, but I have to Earthquake now. He might switch back out into Mence, just trying to get the Intimidate off, but we saw Moxie, so it's fine. He goes out into the Greninja now. And I don't want to choke this, so what do? I think I sack this and then go Koko and try to win. So we're going to Quick Attack right here on the off chance we get a crit. We don't. He goes right for the Ice Beam. I'm assuming he's locked into that, and I can go here into my Kyurem because Kyurem can live an Ice Beam and it doesn't allow the Mence to set up. So I'll just go out here for the Fusion Bolt. He goes for an Ice Beam again, and now Mence can't set up in front of me. If it's Scarf, it can't lock itself into anything that beats me, I don't think. So I'll go right here for the Ice Beam. He has to try to Dragon Dance up, which he already saw Life Orb, so that's really not an option for him. He has to hope I like misclick or something. He goes for Earthquake, it does knock me out. But now I can just go here into my... I don't want Sash Shock to not knock him out, so I'm going to try to go into my Lottie here. Just because my Tapu Koko right here, just because if he's locked in, then he can't touch my Lottie anyway. We go right here for the T-Bolt, and we should be good to go. Yeah, he wasn't Scarf, and that's going to be the game. So I'll drop a GG in chat that right there. Nice win, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, we got another match right here. This guy's running a really offensive team. He does have probably Sash lead Azel, so it could also be Nasty Pull out with a few attacks, but what I'm actually going to do here is lead off with my Tapu Koko. Just because I could try to bluff the taunt and maybe bait an attack out turn 1, but I'm actually going to Volt Switch out and bring in my Landers. He might have Hidden Power Ice though. I don't know, this is a tricky turn because I can go Lando, but if he has HP Ice, I'm going to take a ton of damage, and I need Landers healthy for Zygarde, so I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to go... How fast is this? I think I'm going to go Pinsir, just because you should click Rocks right here. So we're going to do this now. I wish I had Taunt in that scenario, but it's fine. We get in Pinsir safely, and I can try to Swords Dance up. It's probably not worth it at this point. If he's not Scarf Lele, though, we actually just win with this. So I'm actually going to Swords Dance up right here. Goes for Explosion, that's fine. The only problem is if he's Shuriken Gren, then he actually outruns me, which we're going to try to avoid right now. I wish we had a better water resist that can handle Gren, but we have Kyurem. The only problem is Kyurem's weak to rocks. I'm going to hope he chokes right here and doesn't go for Shuriken and we get the Quick Attack off. Because he does go for Shuriken. Okay, so this is definitely Battle Bond. It's also Male, so it gets its Battle Bond, and I think I just have to hope he's locked in because nothing else takes this on. What I can do, though, is go out into my Magnezone and try to bluff. Well, if he's locked in, we probably live it, first of all, and I can try to bluff something right now. So I'll go here for the Substitute, just because it's my best way of dealing with them. He goes right here into Zygarde. We'll find out whether we're faster or not, depending on how much speed he's earning. I doubt it, but Flash Cannon should still do a good amount. So he goes for 1,000 arrows, which is fine, and we do absolutely nothing with our Flash Cannon. That actually did 0. I'm going to go here into my Landers Tino. I'm not risking my Magnezone's health, just because it can deal with the Scissor and it's just fast with U-turn. He just goes for 1,000 arrows again, which does absolutely nothing. What set are you? He has to be like some really bulky setup set, I think. I'm going to try to get up a Rocks right here. He goes directly out into a Zero to Mosh, and now if he wants to defog, he's going to have to get rid of my hazards too. And I'll U-turn out right here. We should be faster if he's the bulky set. which I think he should be. So we do U-turn out, and I'll just go here into my Latios. Probably clicked Will-O-Wisp or Hydro Pump, or Volt Switch. Wow, hard read right there. I could have just stayed in, and well, what else was I really doing to him? I wish I had Hidden Power Fire right here, but what I'm actually going to do is Defog, just because it's the only way I don't lose to Ashgran. So we get rid of all the hazards. Goes right for Pursuit and crits me, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm going to hope he's not fast and we outspeed him right here. And just go right for the Hidden Power Fire. He is not faster than me, so we do knock him out right there, which is really nice. He might have not even had U-turn. He might have been like some Sword Dance set with Bullet Punch. I don't think Bug Bite standard anymore, so he should have had U-turn, but he just wasn't fast enough. And he already saw that on Substitute, so he should go Ashgren right here, yeah. And now it's time to play the second game. I'm going to go right here for just a T-Bolt in case he wants to miss a Hydro Pump. He does not, which is fine. I'll go right here into my Kyurem now. And I'll click... I think Fusion Bolt's my best play, just because so we saw that Zygarde is very bulky, which means we'll outspeed it the next turn anyway. He goes Rotom, so we'll take Life Orb, which is fine. I need to make sure this thing is not in range of Gran, though, or else we just automatically lose to Gran clicking Hydro Pump. We do have Teravolt, so I can click Hidden Power right here. I mean Earth Power right here, but I'll just Fusion Bolt again. He already saw that I'm not locked in, though, so we can't really bluff any choiced items. His play right here should be Tapu Lele. And I just have to sack off my Landorus T. And then go out into my Tapu Koko. He just goes for a Moonblast, and that's, I think, Scarf. Which means we live, which is good, the more important thing. So, that's fine. I'll go here into my Tapu Koko now. And I'll just click... The thing is, I'm pretty sure he just sweeps me with Specs Dark Pulse anyway. I'll click T-Bolt on the off chance. He goes Zygarde. I could have tried to predict it, but I need to hope this knocks him out right here, which it's not going to. We saw how little our other attack did. If I HP Iced right there, would we have had a chance? No, never mind. We didn't even 2-hit KO him. I want to find out this Zygarde set. Okay, so it's really weak. If we crit right here and he doesn't have Extreme Speed, maybe. There's the Extreme Speed. That's fine. He got me, and I'll just go right here into my Kyurem. Claim our last kill, hopefully. And then we'll go from there. So I'll just Ice Beam right here. There's an Extreme Speed. That's fine. And now he'll go out into Scarf Lele. Or Granted Dark Pulse. You have to like, go into like Gran, and then like click an attack that checks accuracy. He goes Lele. I think Fusion Bolt will still do more. So that was indeed Choice Scarf, unless he was just some, what's the item called, Metronome set, but that's going to be the game right there. And I'll drop a GG in chat, that's fine, we'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here, and we're currently sitting at 2-2, hopefully we can win this one and go 3-2. But this was kind of the kind of team that I was hoping to find. Hoopa's a big threat, but if we track the, what's the thing called, Celesteela, then our Pinsir can go in. So what I'm going to do right here is just lead off with my Magnezone. He leads off with his Tapu Koko, so this is perfectly alright. We do have Electric Terrain with us right now. And I'll just Flash Cannon, because I think you go Lando right here. You like Volt Switch or U-turn out. He might just click Electrium. I really want to click Electrium right here, because unless he goes hard Lando, which I think he has to do right now, expecting an Electric Terrain boosted Thunderbolt. If he goes out into anything else, then you got me, but I think you have to go Lando. Yeah, there's Lando. And this should do like 50% depending on the set. 48, so that's fine. I'll go here into my own Lando just because if he's going to get up rocks, I do want to trade them with them. I do need my own Lando kind of healthy for potential physical Hoopa, but I'm assuming it's going to be like Dark Pulse or something. There's the Stealth Rocks. That's definitely unfortunate because I definitely don't like Stealth Rocks as much as he doesn't like them on his side of the field. Goes for Hidden Power. I wish we could... Can we win a speed tie? I'm assuming it is one. He's going to speed me right there and knock me out. So unfortunate. That's not exactly what I wanted, but we'll work with it. I'll go right here into my... I think I'll go Tapu Koko or Latios, I guess. I don't know. This is tricky because we don't have HP Fire on Latios, so he kind of walls me with Scissor. And he could Pursuit Trap me too. I think I'm going to go Pinsir and click Return. No, we're gonna go Tapu Koko right here and just Hidden Power. On the off chance he wants to stay in, which I think he might. But no, he shouldn't because this is only non-electric. This is the only thing that doesn't die to electric move, but he does stay in, so that's perfectly fine with me. Let's see what he wants to bring out next. Because Tapu Koko can actually win right now. He goes out here into his own Tapu Koko. I'm not going to risk... I don't think I have an option. He might be Scarf though, just judging from how we played it at the beginning. I'll Volt Switch out. We are faster, so I'm glad we didn't have to take the damage with our Koko right there. And if we go down to a Dazzling Gleam right here, it's fine. Goes for T-Bolt, and he might be locked into that. Not sure. That could be a Magnet. I'm actually going to run a quick calc on that, because against offensive Latios, that did a lot. OU offensive against Tapu Koko, it did 34. So Specs Koko would have been doing a lot more, so he probably is not locked in. I think we take an HPS from this range, so I'm just going to go right here for... I'm going to defog these hazards away. He is not locked in. That's fine. Because this does allow me to bring in my Magnezone right here. And unless he has obscure coverage, basically hidden power, fire, or ground, we get to click T-Bolt, which should get a kill for me right now. He might go Hoopa, though, and live. I'm going to go for the Gigavolt Havoc, just because I really do want to knock out... so we did waste our Z move right there, but it's fine. We get rid of Tapu Koko right there, which is cool. And our own Tapu Koko is still looking like a ginormous threat to him, as well as our Mega Pinsir. It's just that Celesteela that's stopping us. And we need to weaken Gren a little bit. We should be able to do some stuff with our Kyurem, though, especially if we can get up Electric Terrain again later and click Fusion Bolt, because this guy does not have electric answers anymore. He does go Hoopa Unbound right here. I don't think Hoopa gets Pursuit, but my play right here is to stay in every time. And just click the Thunderbolt. Goes for the Zen Headbutt, okay. So now I go, I think, Pinsir? I don't know, this is a tricky scenario. I think Kyurem's the better play, and just clicking Electric Terrain Boosted Fusion Bolt, which will be able to knock this thing out, and he doesn't have any switch-ins. He can go Scissor, probably live one, and get some Bullet Punch damage off, but that's probably the most he can do. This is not max attack, it's max special attack, but we still do a ton of damage. If I had Empowered right there, that would have been super clutch, but it's fine, I couldn't risk that. And I'll just Fusion Bolt again. So he probably clicked Bullet Punch, yeah, and we do live that, as I said, but it'll be a double down right here due to Life Orb. And at this point, I think I go Pinsir and try to do some work. My Tapu Koko is definitely a good win condition, but I need a bit more damage than the Hoopa, which I have to go Pinsir to try to get that damage off right now. So I think I just close combat, because unless he's Scarf Grand, then Koko should be able to sweep anyway. And I want to get off as much damage as possible. I never saw that they do the Stealth Rocks thing on the same time when we both switch spawns now. We don't have close combat, so my best player here is Return. If he's Scarf, then he wins, but I don't know if he would be Scarf or not. He clicked Zen Headbutt earlier, so he was a physical set. He's not Scarf, and we do get rid of Hoopa right there, so unless he gets a ton of Shuriken hits with the Greninja right now, or he's Scarf, then we should be good to go. Or if this is autotomized, that's actually kind of a problem too. I'll Return right here. If he's autotomized and offensive, then it actually looks like it's autotomized. So he got the game, I think. I don't think I have a chance right now. I'll go right here for the Return. He's probably going to Supersonic Sky Strike me. That's what I would guess. Goes right for Heavy Slam. We do live it, so that could have been a mistake on his part had I crit that Return right there. But I think I have to go for a Quick Attack crit. And we unfortunately do not crit him. If we had a bit less health, then we would be fine, but now I think we just lose. Unless he's not fast enough, which he should be. This is +2 Celesteela. Maybe he's not fast enough, who knows. You should definitely be like max speed though. If we outspeed right here, yeah, he clicked the Corkscrew Crash, I think, Tectonic Rage, and that is able to outrun me and knock me out right there. It's so unfortunate, we nearly brought it back. I definitely think our Tapu Koko could have won the match right there had he just been a defensive Celesteela set, which was what I was kind of expecting the entire time, but you don't see autotomized Celesteela a lot anymore, but we're going to be right back with one final match. Alright, so this is going to be our final match of the Alive. Hopefully we can come out with a win, because that would put us at a nice 3-3 record, which is nice and neutral, but we're facing a Tapu Koko plus Halucha squad, which means we need to keep our Tapu Koko healthy, unless Mega Pinsir's priority attack can do a ton to that, but it does get a defense boost from the Electric Seed, so what I think my best lead right here is my Kyurem, just because if he leads off with Lando to try to get up rocks, that's totally fine. Leads off with his Tapu Koko right here. I'm not sure if he's Dazzling Gleam. I'm just going to Earth Power, I think. He goes for Light Screen. That's fine. So it's a support set. So it's so this is clearly some sort of hyper offense team. I'll just go right here for the Earth Power. I'll go for the Ice Beam. He goes for the Reflect, so it wouldn't have made a difference. And we do freeze him right there, which is kind of what I was going for. And now I'll just Ice Beam again. He does stay frozen solid. Not sure what he clicked. If he did have an attacking move, then that kind of sucks for him, but that's fine. I'll take that luck. And let's see what he wants to bring in next. I Fusion Bolt everything now, unless he goes Slenders, in which case I Ice Beam, which definitely knocks him out through the screen. This is max special attack, Life Orb, Kyurem-Black. We definitely knock out Lando. Actually, I'm pretty sure we knock out everything. He has to go Hawlucha and immediately attack me, I think, because I can click max attack Fusion Bolt on that. If he goes Terrain, I'm just going to click Fusion Bolt anyway. It won't do as much as I want because of the screen, but it's still under Electric Terrain, so... Wait, no, I click Earth Power against Terrain. If he goes Lele, I think I just risk the Speed Tie. Because it should be Specs Tapu Lele, I think. I don't know, it's looking like it's obviously Electric Seed, it could be Scarf Lando, standard Dragon Dance, Mega Gyarados. Maybe Air Balloon Terrain, and then we can Fusion Bolt that to break the balloon and help out some mons. He does go Tapu Lele, as I said, I will just stand right here. We unfortunately don't have our terrain anymore, it might not be worth it then. I'm going to go here into my Landorus T. Hopefully we take 2 of whatever he goes for and we can get up the rocks. Goes right for Moonblast, and that is Choice Spec, so at least we have the information now. And I'll just click rocks right here in case he wants to, for whatever reason, let me do some work. So now I'm going to go Magnezone, which can definitely take him on. I'll go ahead and substitute right here. He goes for a Fight Z. It's a Fight Z, that's really bad. He knocks me out. And thankfully it was Light Clay, okay? This is not the scenario that so it wasn't even Scarf, it was just... No, it wasn't even Specs. It's just that strong, okay? So we're going to go out into this now. We should take a Psychic just because he's not locked in. And despite the screen, this will still do a good amount. I can just Swords Dance up and go for it. Because I think we live a Psychic. Psyshock, we do take that. And +2, it should knock him out behind the screen. Goes hard Lando. This is not going to appreciate this hit. And your... Unfortunately, the Reflect is a screen that still has 2 turns left. It is a Rocky Helmet, defensive. I'll go ahead and go for the crit. Or I guess that wasn't really a roll at all. Hopefully he didn't click rocks. He clicked a U-turn, so that's good. At the very least we have that going for us, and I think I'm going for game with Tapu Koko now, so I'm going to try to get rid of this. I think Kyurem-Black's the mod that can allow me to do that the best, so we're going to go out into this. And just click Ice Beam right here. So we do get rid of that, and I think we might be able to win with our Tapu Koko late game, just clicking Magnet Boosted Thunderbolt. We need a bit of damage off on the Tran. And honestly on the Tapu Lele too. We're gonna have to take a hit from the Hawlucha too, but if it's not Poison Jab, we should be able to do that. And it doesn't have its Unburden anymore. Unless we get up the terrain for him. I don't know, this is gonna be an interesting end. He goes Tapu Lele, so he's just risking the Speed Tie. Can we win it? We unfortunately don't. Had we won that Speed Tie right there, I'm pretty sure we went Tapu Koko and just spam Thunderbolt. So I go Lottie right here, and then I go Tapu Koko and lock myself in. Well, not lock myself. I go for Psyshock. We get off the damage that we need. And now we go for game with Tapu Koko. I need to hope he doesn't switch out right here. Just go for Thunderbolt right here. I need him to... He goes Tran, so he's banking on living the hit with Tapu Lele. Oh, never mind. That took absolutely nothing. If it has Earth Power, then this might be a bad situation. I need like a Para right here. We do get the Para. We unfortunately do not fully paralyze him, so it's going to come down to, I think, whether we knock out Lele. It's definitely coming down to whether or not we knock out Tapu Lele right now, which I don't think we do. I mean, it's max special attack Magnet, but we won't have the terrain with us. Oh, he actually, never mind. We got up the terrain for this, and he's going to go for Acrobatics and knock me out. So, definitely, we had some potential to win in some of those matches with Tapu Koko, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. But I still had a ton of fun with this team. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. The team is down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. Maybe you'll have more success than I did. If you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.